What accidents could occur with the use of a forklift truck? Now look at the picture first. What type of accidents you believe could happen just because of forklift truck? And driving a car, driving a forklift truck is entirely two different domains actually, different skill set. And why I'm focusing on this topic more deeper, a lot of incidents and accidents are happening just because of the forklift. Maybe in the warehouse, you have millions-dollar kind of products stack up on the racks. Just a forklift can hit to the one rack in the corner, and all the racks lost their gravity and it's all over. The balance is gone means so several incidents, especially in the warehouses, even on the shop floor, like transporting material from one process to another or one point to another, several incidents are happening just because of forklift. And speed is a terrible factor here also. So what do you think? What accidents could occur with the use of forklift truck? Over to you, please.
Yes, you know the load is lifted is very high, you know, and this load could hit the door or pipe or some high object, you know. This is one thing.
That means even
Also,
load can fall down. If it is too high,
or
the load can
yeah,
fall
or
down.
maybe the load fall down. Also, that's the thing. Also, the forklift driver. Operator, he cannot see the thing it's in the
Absolutely
head.
right. Absolutely. So
Yes,
poor visibility. Yeah.
yeah, that's it from my side.
Excellent. Any other opinion, please? What accident could occur with the use of a forklift truck? The more the load is high, the load can fall down. Even the forklift gravity would be disturbed, the balance. That means tipping over or toppling over. Any other accident you believe could happen here?
Yes, assalamu alaikum. Good
Walaikum
morning to
assalam.
you and good morning to the team as well.
Thank you.
There are many accidents. For example, as it was mentioned by Fawaz, the first to be mentioned is the falling objects. So if the forklift is lifting any objects in a higher, altitude or anything like that, it could fall and hit the person whoever working, and that also include the driver himself. Another one of the risks is the driver himself. If he did not follow the rules of utilizing this truck, he
Absolutely.
could fall. And according to OSHA, the highest number of fatalities is related to the drivers themselves, where they do not fasten the seat belts. And one more additional one is, you know, the line of fire where the drivers could
Yeah,
get hit,
absolutely.
or yeah, the surroundings. And that's all from my side. Thank you.
Excellent, mashallah. Excellent. So tipping over, toppling over, falling off materials, even, if the operator not certified, not trained, if the speed factor is too high or, and that is why it's toppling over. Sometimes if floor is uneven or not leveled properly, and sometimes if they overload the forklift, so several accidents can happen just because of not following, we have clear understanding, not following rules and regulations or safety rules and regulations is the number one cause of accidents everywhere in the world actually. So same way with the forklift. But what are the hazards? Overturn of the truck, fall of the load, like we discussed, striking pedestrians and fall or entrapment of persons riding on the forks, fall from loading dock as well. Now, what are the precautions? The number one thing is we have to allocate this forklift number 009, who is authorized operator for that forklift. No unauthorized, irrelevant person is not going to use. Even he knows how to operate forklift, still we will not allow because he is not trained, not certified, not having an evidence. If something goes wrong, things could not be in our favor, right? So restricting use and visual inspection before use, but not the tick only 100%. That means at every point they surely have to realize and then confirm before they tick okay. Like if they are ticking okay that the safety belt was buckling up, but in fact it was not buckling up, like it was not functioning. If they tick the tire quality is good, but in fact it's not good. I hope you got the point. So visual inspection should be authentic, honestly done, and we truly have to make realize to our operators, don't bring everything at your shoulder. Let the maintenance team also realize and put some work orders for them and maintain your forklift, in a safe manner, because that is how you can ensure your safety also. That is why routine maintenance. But if everything is tick 100%, even routine maintenance would be a question. Using proper working platform to lift people and secure the stable road, safe working load limits not exceeded, speed limits, and never traveling with the forks raised, and never traveling with obstructed vision as well. Now we have battery powered trucks, and those trucks, even as per Negotiable theory, some hazards they identified: explosion from hydrogen gas while charging, corrosive acid, manual handling like arcing, shock, burns, or fire. Environmental battery disposal is also there. So what are the precautions? Make sure during the charge batteries, it is especially the ventilation is good and no ignition sources. PPs when handling acid, and mechanized battery handling and electrical safety insulated tools and gloves. Uh, the battery powered trucks, you will see mostly in the indoor, like in warehouses and production areas and manufacturing areas. But diesel powered trucks, we have dermatitis from the diesel or slip hazards, environmental pollution from large spills, toxic exhaust fumes, bulk storage of diesel, and precaution use in well-ventilated areas, spill kits, use gloves when handling diesel. But as a safety trainer or as a safety leaders, we all know we can't recommend diesel powered trucks inside the facilities, like inside our warehouse, inside our manufacturing units. We can't allow diesel powered trucks. What is your take on it in Sadara, mashallah? Are you using diesel powered trucks or you're not using at all? And if you're using, are they working only for loading, unloading the outdoor steps, or you're using indoor also? They're diesel powered trucks. What is your take on it? Yes, please. Diesel powered trucks. Are you using them indoor? As a safety leader, would you allow them to use diesel powered trucks indoor, or you will recommend them only outdoor, like unloading different materials or loading some materials from outside? Because this diesel and the petrol, yes, please. Go
Yes,
ahead.
just to answer your question, the type we use the battery charge type.
Mhm.
Yeah, as of my knowledge, there are no diesel power trucks used inside
Excellent,
Sadar.
Masha. Excellent, excellent, Masha. So this is the best strategy, even though those also have some hazards and risks, but diesel powered trucks. And on the other side, when we burn diesel or petrol, that means we are creating carbon monoxide. And above than 35 ppm, carbon monoxide is becoming toxic, without respirators. It's hard to bear with that environment. No, the forklift trucks is liquefied petroleum like LPG powered trucks. The number one hazard, because it's LPG, so number one hazard is explosion. Risk from the LPG and toxic exhaust fumes, manual handling, storage of LPG cylinders or bulk. So same as usual, the precautions are used in well-ventilated areas, mechanized LPG cylinder handling, and make sure store space cylinders in a secure, safe, and well-ventilated locations as well. So I hope this forklift